Aerospace industry came out with some news yesterday. NASA has granted startup rocket ship company SpaceX part of a major multi-billion-dollar contract that was expected by some to be entirely given to an old-school name in the industry, Boeing. But no, NASA granting $2.6 billion of this $6.8 billion contract to ferry astronauts to the International Space Station to SpaceX, founded by Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Elon joins us now in a Fox Business exclusive. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What right away does this granting of the contract from NASA really mean to the future of SpaceX?
Well, I think it's a vital next step in SpaceX's progress. It's about taking astronauts to the space station, eliminating the dependency on Russia for transporting U.S. astronauts. But for SpaceX, it's the next step in the technology we're developing, and it means we've got a key anchor tenant in NASA as a customer for human transport into orbit.
On the screen, we're looking at one of your Dragon capsules. I can remember seeing the original Dragon capsule, what would have been about 2007. And I looked at it and I thought, this guy's nuts. There's no way anybody's getting there. Since then, you have successfully docked it to the International Space Station a couple of times, correct?
Yeah.
Is that what the astronauts will be ferried in, or are you going to build brand new technology?
What you saw was Dragon 1, the initial version of the technology.
Where are we now? Dragon 11?
2.
Oh. Okay.
This is 2.
We're going slowly here.
Yeah, but it is. It's a significant upgrade in technology, in particular, and I think an upgrade overall in spaceship technology, because the Dragon 2 will be capable of a precise propulsive landing. So it'll be able to land anywhere in the world on its thrusters with the accuracy of a helicopter. And so if you think of maybe the earliest generation of technology being parachutes to a water landing, that was sort of Apollo, then like the second generation being sort of a winged vehicle, then the third generation, which is what we're doing with Dragon 2, is landing on thrusters with legs, in a precise location. Like if you imagine an alien spaceship landing, that's how it would land. You know?
I imagine that all the time.
So,
but
right.
It just comes right down. Elon, when will the first astronaut step inside and go to the International Space Station? Point on the calendar.
I think no later than 2017.
Late 2017?
Well, our internal schedule calls for late 2016, but the nature of complex projects is they often take longer than expected. So I would imagine mid-2017 is the most likely point.
Oh, yesterday also some interesting news coming out of Jeff Bezos of Amazon and his space company, Blue Origin. Who knew he had I knew he had one because I've covered you guys and we call you the Space Cowboys, etc. But you look at the news, and he's going to be banding together with Boeing and Lockheed to create an engine for Boeing's, I guess, Atlas rocket. The three of them have pretty deep pockets. Did you worry about that and say those three banded together could crush SpaceX?
Well, I mean, it's certainly a good compliment. I mean, if all your competitors are banding together to sort of attack you, that's like a good compliment, I think. Very sincere compliment. I mean, domestically, we have essentially everyone ganging up against us: Boeing, Lockheed, and Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' company. And then on the international front, we battled the Russians, and Putin announced if several months ago that he was going to add $30 billion to the Russian space program, in part to compete against SpaceX.
That must have felt good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although now you've got security. Lots more security.
Semi-good.
Putin's coming after you.
Yeah, exactly. And then on our European competitor, Ariane, which is several European countries banding together, they've actually their Ariane 6 rocket is specifically geared towards competing with SpaceX, and they're even waiving country-by-country production requirements, because normally they piece out the the parts of the rocket to various countries
So
according to contribution.
this is all great for you guys. I had a good-spirited conversation with my coworker Stuart Varney this morning, where I said you're a job creator, and he said you're addicted to government money because you're getting the NASA space contract, and then of course with the Gigafactory you're getting tax breaks of about $1.3 billion from the state of Nevada. I think it's great. I look at this and I say, don't we want to keep these companies, and then they create jobs? What is the real job creation of what will be the Gigafactory in Nevada? We've heard everything from 6,000 to 6,500. Can you give us a number?
Yeah, I expect in terms of direct jobs at the Gigafactory, it's probably some number well in excess of 6,000. I mean, long term, it's probably, in terms of direct jobs, I don't know, it could be upwards of 10,000. And then there's a multiplier effect, because every job at the factory, then you have teachers, doctors, lawyers, plumbers, electricians. So those jobs.
Sure, it's the halo effect.
They have a significant knock-on effect that's anywhere from 3 to 5 times the direct jobs that are created. But one thing I should point out with respect to the Gigafactory that's, I think, very important is that the tax abatements for the Gigafactory over 20 years. So it's like basically $50 million a year on average for 20 years. This is a factory that will generate revenue on order of $5 billion a year. So we're talking about like 1%. It's a really tiny contribution.
And you have the Republican governor rally both sides of the aisle to get this to happen in the state of Nevada. Is picking Nevada for the Gigafactory any kind of indictment on what some perceive to be a negative business climate in the state of California, that you didn't pick California?
Yeah, so just to highlight the point you made a moment ago, it is worth noting that the Nevada legislature 100% voted in favor of the deal. All members, both sides of the party, including parts of Nevada that are far away from where the Gigafactory is. So if they had any doubts about it being good for the state, we would have at least seen some people vote against it. And I'd say, like there've been some articles like, we sort of took advantage of Nevada, but that's absolutely not the case. If you think of like Vegas, Nevada understands what it means to be the house, and the house always wins. Okay, yeah. This is a super winning deal for Nevada.
It sure is. We have so much to talk to you about, not just the Gigafactory, but the opportunity to scale up Tesla.